I'm just sensing that you're like in this weird state. Like you're like in the in between of something. You don't really know what's happening. You're just kind of like, I can feel change. I can feel me moving away from a past version. You're in the threshold, okay? You're walking across the bridge. You're shifting. There could be a lot of things like tempting you to go back to certain things or like back to relationships or like thing connections and stuff. There could be certain things that you feel like you've outgrown, but then they're making their way back, okay? And you're just kind of like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? And then I watched this reading the other day, and she says something that I like deeply resonate with. It's 3:44. I just saw 44 on the timer. And that is that you are the one who sends yourself the tests. No one else, like nothing outside of you, like the universe, spirit, whatever. It's you. You are the person, you are the thing that sends yourself your own tests because you know yourself best and you are seeing if you can pass those tests. You're seeing how ready you are to move on to the next level. And I was expanding on that last night, and it was almost like tapping into the the plan that you have laid out for yourself before you came into this lifetime. And an aspect that came through as well was like that your soul is so advanced that you have already done this before. You have already woken up, you've already like ascended to some degree, but you were so bored. I was picking up on like a boredom energy, like just floating around in the astral, that you were just like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna like contract myself and lay out this whole life, and then I'm gonna see if myself can literally like connect the dots and heal and grow and expand and become like follow the breadcrumbs, but 3 4 5, follow the Easter eggs that I've sent out for myself and see if they can like evolve and stuff. But it's like you're so evolved on a deeper level, but like on the earthly plane, we all got work to do, you know? So I was seeing you like, I mean, I was seeing like a spirit, like I was seeing myself like do that, and I was like, okay, so, but then it's like, what if I don't gather all those Easter eggs? What if I don't pass all these tests? And it's like, well, then, you know, it's okay because you are born from unconditional love, and so like you're not going to like, you know, just get booted out and like punished or something like that. Like that's such religious programming bullshit. It's more so that you are just gonna probably want to try again and see if you can do it in another lifetime or something like that, or you know, whatever the case may be. But let's just go back to saying that you are the person that sets the tone, and you're the one who sends yourself the tests that you go through, okay? So I'm seeing that like right now you're just kind of like in this like space where you're just kind of like, okay, I can see things, I can feel things, I have like an expanded perspective on life, but then in certain areas of my life that is like they're really needing my attention, they're really needing my focus, they're really needing me to hone in and really like, you know, learn something new. And that's a challenge in and of itself, and you're learning how to grow into this new version of yourself, and you're learning how to walk again, you know, you're learning how to crawl again, actually, like in this new timeline that you've shifted into. And so I'm just seeing like a lot of things, right? I'm seeing that there's like a lot of opportunities coming into your space as well, but you're not meant to just like take the first thing, is what I'm hearing. Those are also tests, if you will, to see if you're like ready for real or something like that. And I get frustrated talking about energy like this because I just think that that's like so daunting on us to constantly feel like we're being tested. But that's what it be feeling like, you know, out here in these streets, walking this spiritual path. That's what it be feeling like. Like we're just constantly tested. We're tested with the family that we're born into, with the friends that we meet, with the lovers that we seek and that we attract, with the jobs, with the career, with the circumstances, with everything. Like it feels like we're literally just being tested. And that's why a lot of people say that Earth is a freaking school ground, okay? Like we're literally in school, and you know how in school you either graduate, move up to the next level, or you can go backwards. It's kind of like that type of thing here on Earth, and that's what you're kind of navigating right now. And you're at the threshold to see which level you want to go up, to see if you want to take those final tests to graduate and go into the next freaking grade. So, with all that being said, we got the Phoenix at the bottom of the deck. I just, I see that, like, let's just see, like, Spirit, what's the guidance here for this collective? What do you want this collective to know at this time? Okay, we got the Chariot and the Ace of Wands. I'm gonna just say this: you are on the right path. Okay, you are on the right path with whatever that it is that you want to create, whatever it is that you want to start. You're at this new beginning. You're at that door, right? That doorway, and you are ready. I'm hearing that you are ready to continue forward, okay? To build, even to create a new reality that is in alignment with the version of yourself that you worked really hard to become, that you healed a lot to become, okay? Like, you have been doing a lot of deep work, and now things are coming to show, is what I'm hearing here. Now things are really coming into fruition. 555 on the timer. You could be seeing that number like crazy, because your life is literally changing. You are literally upgrading. You're graduating, okay? But you do this all the time. What I'm seeing for this specific collective, if you're really resonating with this message, I'm seeing that you're starting to really see how this works, how this game works, and you're like decoding the F out of it, like you're like Neo in the Matrix, okay? I'm just seeing that, like, you're really taking in like how things actually play out in your life, and how you can become more of a master in your life and regain your sovereignty, because like that's the freedom that you want to experience. That's the level of freedom that we want to be at, essentially. But in your case, it's inevitably, ooh, that's what I'm hearing with that. In your case, it's inevitable that you will become that version of yourself, that you will pass these tests. It's just sometimes, even when you were going to school, sometimes you didn't pass tests, and that's fine. You retook them, right? You studied a little bit more, you worked a little bit more, you try to figure out how to pass it, etc. Then you get back to it and you take that test again and see if you can pass it again. That's kind of what it's giving right now in your life. And I love that analogy, by the way. Sometimes, I don't know, I don't shock myself with analogies as much, but this is really coming through. But yeah, it's like right now you could be like having to go back and study and like kind of get yourself prepared again, and then go and take the final or something like that. Or even like, I don't know what like movie I'm seeing in my mind's eye, but it's like something where like they weren't ready or strong enough or something like that. Oh, Mulan, what the fuck? Mulan keeps coming up. That freaking movie keeps coming up in my space. So that could really be strong in your energy. Also, Mushu, dragon energy is very strong right now as well. But you know how like she just kept getting hit down and whatever, and then at the very end she freaking does that little twirly thing and goes up that freaking wooden post. Yeah, that's kind of what it's giving. Then she finally makes it. That's what it's giving. That is what it's giving, okay? You are like literally going back and trying again and trying again and trying again, and you're not giving up. You're not giving up, and that's why you are, that's why I say it's inevitable, because you just have a spirit of not giving up, so you're going to make it. But I'm just seeing that you are going to freaking get there and move on to this new level, and this level seems really big, okay? Let's go to a part 2, and I'm going to try to make it quick because I have a session.